Hello, MGH and NGPO community. My name is O'Neill Britton. I'm the Chief Medical Officer on the Mass General side, and I am very pleased today to welcome one of our guests, Dr. Peggy Duggan, who serves in two roles. One is she's the Chief Medical Officer at Brigham and Women's Faulkner Hospital, but more importantly to us, she is the Medical Director of the new MGB Central Credentialing Office. And today we're going to talk about credentialing and how it will change in the near future for all MGPO members. So Peggy, welcome to the Mass General. It's great to see you. And I was wondering if you could tell us, the MGH will undergo a change in credentialing where we will go from paper forms to digital entry. When will this happen?
So Neil, that's a great question, and that's all happening September 21st. So all providers who credential after the 21st of September will receive an electronic packet to fill out as they're credentialing.
And what does this mean for MGPO physicians? Will this be more work, less work? How does this all come together?
So it should be less work ultimately. I think for most people, filling in the first time an electronic form can be a little bit more work, and you have to look for the email with follow the instructions. But once you do it, all the data will repopulate annually. And the other great piece for our providers who work at multiple sites is as we roll in the many other hospitals in the Mass General Brigham system, we can align everyone's credentialing dates so that you're only credentialing once every other year, rather than credentialing at MGH 1 year and maybe 6 months later credentialing at the MEI. So it's been a great opportunity for our providers in that way.
Wow, so we're going to have alignment of credentialing, and we'll get credentialed across every site at the same time.
Yes.
And it will be repopulated once we go through it the first time.
That's correct. Yeah, really should work well.
Okay. And will providers get any help if they have any difficulty sort of getting through the system? How will they be notified? How will they get at the elbow support?
So what's wonderful for the Mass General Brigham group is it's the same group of providers that have helped you all along. Your medical staff officers will be consistent. And so the central credentialing part is where we gather all the information and verify it. But the people who help usher you through the system are going to be the same faces, the same voices, the same email addresses people are used to talking to and hearing from now. And you can continue to reach out to them. And really importantly, Michelle Butler, who is leading the charge at the MGH currently, will continue to do that. And so you will not lose any service at that point, which is, I think, for us, one of the most important things for providers.
Okay. And will providers be able to differentiate different privileges from one site to the next as they go across the system?
They can, actually. And so it really depends on what you're doing at each site. We have done some really important work at both the Brigham, at the Faulkner, Newton Wellesley, North Shore, and now at MGH as far as aligning the types of credentialing we do. But the practices are different at each site, and so that's really valued in our system. And so we'll continue to support the various practices people have across the sites.
Okay, so just to recap, we're going digital. The go live date is September 21st. And we will have, after we do it once, it will pre-populate going forward, and we'll do it all together across all sites.
That's correct.
All right. Peggy, this is great news. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. And we look forward to September 21st when hopefully all our lives change for the better.
Thanks very much for having me, O'Neill.